The best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be fine? The best is yet to come. It's the 9 at 9.
Number 9, we talked to the creator of the great Twitter feed called Depths of Wikipedia during the 8 o'clock hour, and some deep dives on things you can find on Wikipedia. Anyway, we found this on there. It's actually no laughing matter. Once you Google the dangers of grain silos, you will find there are a lot of people who grew up around farms who know that this is serious business. Mike is shaking his head. The grain in a silo can almost act like quicksand. Sometimes farmers have to get into the grain silo to unclog a clump of grain and get it to flow flow out of the bottom. And there are several dangers. One is that the corn or grain gets loose and starts moving and sucks someone in. There are also these air pockets that form in there. So someone trying to free the grain can find himself sucked into that air pocket. And this, in summer, the grain itself can be so hot that anyone who gets stuck in there doesn't have much time. This video is from Pioneer Rescue LLC, and it shows how quickly it happens. You usually get about 4 seconds. The safest thing, they say, is to be harnessed to the top of the silo. So you're familiar with this, the danger of this? You were warned about this growing up on a...
Yeah, we actually had, I know somebody, a family whose teenage son actually lost his life.
Oh, my gosh.
So, yeah, like that.
Oh,
so.
my gosh.
They are scary.
Anyway, you go on Wikipedia and you can read all about it there, so you don't have to worry. All right, number 8. What do you got, Mike?
Well, the Twitter feed Letterboxd. It asked people to post their favorite movie posters ever. The replies were, well, let's say, all over the place. Star Wars? Oh, episode 1, yeah.
That is a great
Step
one.
Brothers.
You ever seen that American Psycho?
No.
I never have either. That's great. That Baby Driver.
That's got a great soundtrack.
Yeah, it does.
Baby Driver. Oh.
That's in your era, isn't it, Larry?
Yeah, sure. Oh, she was adorable.
Old-timey.
Yeah. Number 7, you got to hand it to Japan. They know that sports is just entertainment. This is the first pitch of the baseball game. And that guy is legendary Japanese pro wrestler Jushin Liger.
Oh, bad throw.
And he's going to fight a mascot.
Oh, it was intentional.
I think it was intentional. Oh, this is uncalled for.
Oh, my.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's got to hurt.
Oh, boy.
Oh. Wow.
He has no knee ligaments left.
Oh, boy. Whoa!
Wow.
Boy, is the mascot going to get a fighting chance there, or is it all going to go one way?
Oh, he could be in for a great workers' comp case.
Yeah. Look at that.
All right.
All right, number 6, the weather is no joke. So here's a hint. Don't look for a raincoat. Look for a waterproof jacket. There's a difference. Raincoats are often more about the fashion than the function. They're cute little coats you throw on. You hope it doesn't drizzle, but they're not warm and they're not built for actual weather. So if you're looking for something to keep you dry on a cold, stormy day, look for a waterproof jacket instead. It sounds like we shouldn't have to do this story. Until you read reviews online, people who actually thought they were getting waterproof jackets just because it was called a raincoat. But they never looked at the tags to be sure. You need to look at the tags or the product descriptions. You're welcome.
The first station I ever worked at, they gave us raincoats and they stitched the station logo and everything on there. But when they stitched that on, it then created small holes. So then whenever it rained, that area of your chest would constantly get wet because the water would just go right through there.
Right. Well,
maybe you should have thought of that a little bit better.
We're not big planners
Not
in this
good at
business.
physics either.
Yeah.
All right, number 5. In July of 1969, the American space flight Apollo 11 landed the first humans on the moon. Neil Armstrong became the first to step on the moon's surface. He and Buzz Aldrin were the 2 astronauts who landed the lunar module on the moon's surface. Michael Collins was the man in a separate spacecraft, the command module Columbia, that flew them all home. But as they took off July 16th, President Nixon had a secret speech prepared that he would give to the nation if the 3 astronauts didn't come home. At the top of the page, it says, in the event of a moon disaster, and some of the copy reads, fate has ordained that the men who went to the moon to explore in peace will stay on the moon to rest in peace. At the bottom of the page, there are these instructions. Prior to the president's statement, the president should telephone each of the widows-to-be. But hey, they didn't need it, so it was a happy ending.
Yeesh. This is kind of a dark night at 9 today.
It's been a dark night at 9.
All right.
Well, let's see if we can turn it around, Mike.
Well, here we go. This is Wei. See there? There's Wei. He's in his early 50s, and he's been living in the Beijing airport for the past 14 years. He says he got laid off from his job and moved out of his house because he didn't have freedom there. You see, Wei likes to smoke and drink, and his family doesn't approve. So Wei left, and he's been camping out at the airport where he can do whatever he wants to do. The police made several attempts to remove Wei from the airport and bring him back home, but he always comes back to Terminal 2.
Still not on an upswing here, Larry.
No, boy. When your family is that dysfunctional, you'd rather live at the airport. Wow.
Oh.
Number 3, there's a new show on the BBC called Freeze the Fear. Take a look.
8 celebs, 1 Iceman. No red carpet.
Here they are, the victims.
No enjoying the view.
Feel sick just looking over there.
No hot tubs. No hot showers. No feeling in their toes, hands or bum.
It's so cold. My lips.
No escaping.
It's like he's trying to run away from Michael Ball.
No safety nets.
This is ridiculous.
No going back.
You did it.
No idea what they've signed up for.
This is not about being tough. It's about taking ownership of your own mind.
The show features 6 European celebrities plunging themselves into ice-cold pools and embracing frigid temperatures. The host is a guy named Wim Hof. He ran a half marathon barefoot through Arctic snow and climbed Everest in his shorts. He says cold temperatures are therapeutic for the mind, body, and soul.
All right, number 2, take a good look at this balcony. It's a common sight in New Orleans, especially in the French Quarter. Young ladies often lived on the second floor of homes in the French Quarter. The spikes were meant to keep their boyfriends or Romeos from climbing up
I'd do it.
to visit their Juliets in the middle of the night. There are lots of them still intact to this day. And since we know how much Larry loves a good ghost story, legend has it, Larry, that back in the 19th century, a young Romeo tried to visit his Juliet late one night. Her father caught him in the act and scared him off. He fell onto one of the spikes and died. And his poor heartbroken soul still haunts the quarter to this day. Ooh, still upbeat music there. We're really bringing it home today.
Maybe number 1 is, maybe Larry's going to get it here. Number 1. Let's see.
Number 1, we've been talking lately about songs by Christopher Cross, like Ride Like the Wind. These songs are now called yacht rock, and lots of people in their 20s and 30s like them. There are even yacht rock stations on Spotify. Here are 3 that will knock your socks off, and we'll play some more later.
Bought a six-pack at the liquor store, and we drank it in her car.
This one blows.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this one. Next.
Oh, no, that's a good one.
That's a great look on the right, Larry.
Yeah.
Come on.
Is this what you were saying Larry needed to do with his hair?
Well, that would work too.
It's not until this time.
It's like someone's playing my slow jams
Yeah, it's a great
playlist,
one.
Larry.
Appropriate shot for Easter there on the cover.
Yeah, it is a good, happy Easter.
Well, we'll play more as the morning goes on.
Right, it would be a good Easter song, right? Like, this is the pinnacle of the Christian season. This is it.
That's the 9 at 9.
It's the 9 at 9.